as you can see, we are properly.
Yeah, we are
properly stuck.
Quite badly stuck.
Welcome back, adventurers. In the last episode we explored the breathtaking Wadi Al Shab. Now we're moving on to Oman's Ash Sharqiyah region, so buckle up as we traverse through the region's capital, the city of Sur.
Right, so a really quick stop in Sur. We are running pretty savagely late, but a quick look at this lighthouse because it's there.
It does look quite impressive from this angle, actually.
Yeah, and then we'll hit the road. Here it is.
Hey there, adventure crew. So as our Oman road trip continues, this time we want to share some mistakes with you that we made, so hopefully you can avoid them if you're planning your own Oman adventure. The trail continues as we pass through the city of Sur. We've begun this day exploring the stunning Wadi Mibam before moving on to the epic Wadi Al Shab. Make sure you check out those videos if you haven't done so already, as they're true highlights of our Oman expedition. But I'm sure you'll agree that's already a pretty action-packed day, so by the time we'd reached Sur we were hours behind schedule. And that leads into tip number one. Don't try and cram too much into your itinerary. With vast distances to cover and a desire to experience everything, we found ourselves consistently racing against the clock. Locations we'd planned to spend a few hours in, or even an entire day, just had to become quick visits to keep up with our busy schedule. Tip number two goes hand in hand with tip number one, and that is don't trust Google Maps too much when it gives you journey times. We found it consistently underestimated driving times, and I was driving pretty much as fast as I could all the time. However, Google Maps remained an amazing tool for navigation because Oman's 4G coverage meant we were connected pretty much everywhere. Back to today's journey. Although we hadn't planned to do much in Sur, we restricted just a brief stop at this lighthouse as we had to keep going on to the Ras Al Jinz area, which was one of Oman's best areas for spotting turtles.
Morning.
Hello.
How's it going?
Tired.
I know. Coffee's on its way though. We haven't had massive success here. This area is famous for turtle watching, and we knew firstly we're not in season. The peak season for seeing turtles hatching and laying eggs is in the summer. But what we didn't know is when you get down here, we were thinking of just going down to the beach at night and having a bit of a gander. But you're not allowed within 500 metres of any of the beaches around here at night, which is fair enough. It's to protect the turtles.
Emily and I are all about independent travel. We like to figure things out for ourselves, and we generally don't join excursions. But as a result of that, we didn't actually get to see turtles hatching at night. So tip number three, if you're passing through this region and want to see some turtle magic for yourselves, make sure you arrange a tour in advance with a reputable guide. Okay, don't try and sneak onto the beaches. They are patrolled, and of course these regulations are there to protect the turtles. If you're enjoying the adventures and the insights, make sure you're subscribed, and of course if you've got any advice you'd like to share with other travellers, leave them in the comments. Now make sure you keep watching, because at the end of the video we actually made a mistake that could have been pretty catastrophic, so stick around to see what happened. But right now we're about to head down to the beach, and with luck I was hoping to find some more coasteering.
What do you think, Em?
Amazing.
Certainly is.
I'm trying to spot turtle tracks in the sand. I mean, what do we think of these little sort of craters?
Well, I'm no expert, but I suppose it's likely they might be turtles. Are they tiny flipper? Tiny flipper marks?
I mean, they look like they could be.
Yeah.
I can't think what else they would be.
Beautiful little place. turtle. Hello, fellow. Sadly, he's not going towards the sea. Here he is.
There he goes. Oh, he's up the mountain.
Oh dear. There he goes. Going the right way now. Good luck, my little friend. Oh. What a brutal start to life. Well, hopefully he's made it. He's definitely gone. So, we have a little plan. I'm gonna get in the sea, see if it's possible to do a little bit of coasteering. Does look potentially a bit rough though. Here we are. This beach, don't know the name of it, but it's near the easternmost point of the Arabian Peninsula. And I'm gonna check out the coasteering. Straight onto some nice rocky ledges. Look at this lovely beach. There's M. Right, through here. Right, this is interesting terrain. Look how sharp this rock is. And there is a bit of swell. This is not the kind of rocks you'd want to get washed and rolled around over. It's very, very sharp. Crabs everywhere, scurrying for their lives. Stunt crab. Necessarily a good idea. I'm going to back up the truck a little bit whilst I read this area. Yeah, pretty big swell here. I'm going to make a strategic retreat for now, and to be honest, that might be it. Might be us. Discretion is the better part of valor, as they say. It's actually a bit rough. I am going to call it a day there. Yeah, really just quite a lot of swell, very, very sharp rocks, and I'm not even wearing a wetsuit. I'm going to save it for as we head down the coast. Hopefully there'll be some more opportunities.
So my coasteering plans didn't quite pan out this time. I wouldn't call it a fail. Sometimes the sea conditions just are not on side, and that's perfectly okay. But nonetheless, we had found ourselves at a stunning deserted beach. Taking advantage of the situation, we enjoyed a leisurely time, soaking in the beauty of the surroundings. A bit of snorkeling added an extra touch of adventure before we resumed our journey.
Look at this, we have our first herd of camels. Don't see this on the North Road up Pendine, do it, mate?
Wow.
They're just happily doing their thing. Hello, you lot.
They're cool, aren't they?
Yeah. Where they're headed. Have you got a place to be, you guys? They're heading our way. Should we crack on?
See you in Salalah.
So we're coming up to some pink lakes.
We hope.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, they're definitely coming up, but whether they're pink depends upon the conditions of the algae that cause them to be pink. We're just a little detour off-road after some of the main pink lakes were not at all pink. We'd given up on that, and then we spotted some just down off the road. They're tiny, but we're going to go and quickly check them out.
Uh-oh.
Right, yeah, uh-oh indeed. Right, possibly we're stuck.
Oh no. As you can see, we are properly...
Yeah, we are.
Properly stuck.
Quite badly stuck.
Fine.
Hello.
Fine. How are you? Fine.
Well, not good.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Huh?
Yeah.
I
Come,
see.
come back.
For gas, huh?
Okay. Shukran.
10 minutes,
Shukran.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay.
Shukran. Yeah.
So we've got ourselves into quite a situation here. As you can see, we're a bit stuck in this sand, which actually is a lot more like mud. So these two Omani gentlemen saw us as they were driving past on the road up here and pulled over to try and offer some assistance. And it looks like they're going to get rope, is that right?
They said there'll be like 10 minutes, I guess.
Yes, like a couple of idiots, we had gotten stuck in the mud next to this enticing little lake. Now, admittedly, neither of us had any off-road driving experience whatsoever, but what seemed like a harmless little bit of exploration turned out to be a very sticky situation indeed. So tip number 4, avoid driving too close to the edges of these pink lakes. The hard salty crust is deceptively thin, and underneath you might find some serious mud. To make the situation worse, we discovered that our 4x4 wasn't really that powerful. We had originally ordered a larger vehicle, but we arrived in Oman in the middle of the night and our rental company gave us a smaller vehicle with not much room for negotiation. There were numerous times throughout the trip when we found our little Outlander wasn't really up to the task, so make sure you get a nice beefy 4x4. A huge shout out and heartfelt thanks to the Omanis who, within minutes of our predicament, showed up to lend us a hand and gave their time and assistance to free us from our muddy trap. We'd heard so much about the Omani hospitality and generosity, we'd now experienced it for ourselves, and without their help we might still be stuck. Whilst we were waiting rescue, we thought we may as well do the thing we actually came to do in the first place and go and have a look at this pink lake. I'd seen some amazing photos of the pink algal lakes around Ruwais, so I was hoping for something a little bit like this.
So there we go. Pink.
Yeah, I mean more rosé than pure pink.
Oh, they're pretty pink. I think the light probably has a big...
That's actually much more impressive up close, I think.
Yeah. So there you have it. It's a lake full of pink crust.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, there's not much more to do whilst we wait for rescue. I'll just try and take a couple of photos and then hopefully we'll be back on our way.
Make sure you're part of the adventure crew by subscribing, as next time we'll be heading somewhere that, with our lack of off-road driving experience, we should probably avoid, the Wahiba Sands. Don't miss it. See you next time.